Before I begin my reading of the Revelation and interpretation, I'd like to offer some expository notes, ways of thinking about it. There is, in a sense, the Revelation is, in a sense, at the beginning and at the end. It is the eternal struggle, the eternal apocalypse happening within every individual as, say, Jonathan Pageau and Jordan Peterson read the Revelation, where it applies universally to mankind or to the individual human heart. But there is another element of it, which is an actual prophecy of the events of the end times, scaling from Jesus and before up through the end of the age and the age of eternity. It's also not linear. The book isn't linear. I explain it as imagining there is a house with 3 stories. John lives on the top floor, James lives on the middle floor, and then Mary lives on the bottom floor. There's a 24-hour period of time, and they don't interact with one another. John lives out his day at the top floor, and you would tell his story, you'd write it out. And then James lives his life on the middle floor, and you would tell his story. And then Mary lives on the bottom floor, and you would tell her story. And there would be no reason to weave them together because they are separate stories. They don't really have anything to do with each other. The Revelation, it is woven together. These stories do have meaning in relation to one another, but similar to the 3-storied building, it's telling multiple stories of things unraveling at the same time. So there are all these different stories unfolding at the same time, like the 7th seal and the environmental cataclysm of earthquakes and fires and storms and locusts upon the earth. All these things that are just simply done by God is happening at the same time that the Lamb is in armed conflict with the beast and the false prophet. But they're written separately. They're written one after another. And it's not easy to tie together where they meet and where they overlap. It's an extreme, and I think that's part of the book too. It's its cryptic nature. It's one of the most cryptic books in the entire Bible. It takes a lot of the prophecy of the Old Testament prophets, and it then synthesizes it all in one prophetic revelation. So you're going to find a lot of imagery that's in Ezekiel, that's in Isaiah, that's in Daniel, and they're all going to be woven together, like the beast coming out of the earth, and the water is reminiscent of Daniel. You have the 2 olive trees representing the 2 witnesses, and the golden lampstand. That's all in the Old Testament, and it's brought over into the Revelation. Going forward, it's going to be my reading and my limited understanding of it as of wherever I'm sitting this day. My understanding of it continues to grow and get deeper as time passes. But I will not pretend to have a complete understanding of the book. Just the understanding of somebody who has sat with it and meditated on it for a long time, and has tried, not only meditated on it, but has tried to live it by wearing white clothes and acting in accordance with what is written in it. So, sending you blessings. Shalom.